Alright. Hello everyone. It is Friday, August 21st, 2015. We're in Vanadil and we're playing Final Fantasy 11. So, last night we did a little bit of the Wings of the Goddess missions. Actually, we did some of the Wings of the Goddess quest. So that we could do some more missions. Today, now that Corsair is finally at 75, we trade jobs to Scholar. I don't know how to play Scholar. I'm gonna play it kind of like a red mage. So I'm in some prep gear that I had lying around. Nothing fancy. A pistol, so I can get some bonus MP if I'm fighting them off with some MP. A couple Seer's Crown +1 pieces, nothing awesome. The Baron's Sile for the plus intelligence. Black Cape +1. Seer's Slacks, nothing major. Seer's Pumps, also nothing major. I do have a plus MP3 energy ring that I made on one of Dentral's goldsmithing mill a long time ago. A Morian earring, it's not a +1. And prep rings. They have their bonuses. Now what we're going to do is I need to pick up Signet, sell off a couple pieces of crap, and then we're going to run over to Sea Serpent's Grotto, where... One second. Alright, try that again. Sorry. We're going to run over to Sea Serpent's Grotto, do some of the page 1 stuff, and... wait for the game to unlock. Come on, game, you can do it. I like the music stopped. I'm sure it'll come back. Yeah, it's still playing. I just can't hear it. Hindsight. Always use the crystals. Alright, so... no, not buy, sell. Colored carp, don't need. Sell. Gold carp, don't need. Sell. We're gonna save the shawl shell so we get a stack and stick it down the auction house to see if anybody needs it. Not because we want money. I get too much money off of it, but you know. Let's see. Let me Signet. Alright, Sandor is in first place, as it should be. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna have to switch to Windhurst and Bastock to get those missions taken care of sooner as opposed to later. I didn't look into Sea Serpent's Grotto to see if there's other players already there. It is Friday night. I don't think there's going to be too much going on, but let's see. It's Rise of the Lizard Zone. Probably at the very bottom. But where'd it go? There it is. And use tabs. Save your go. You'll never know when you'll need it. Anyway. We're only going to do this for about half an hour, get our 30 kills needed for the ROE. I'm going to try to do this without a healer. Since I'm on Scholar, I can toss heals out, and most of the mobs should be easy prey. If it doesn't work out, I can dismiss someone and pull out Faria's Coffin. But it's going to be the... these dudes are going to be doing the majority of the damage. So we need Aldo, obviously. And Gilgamesh. I'm also going to be pulling but unless I pull a link, it should be okay. Alright. Oh yeah. We're gonna be fighting bats, so it helps to have someone with a pole arm. It always helps to have Mr. Halber. Alright, now it's a party. And I'm the only one here, so not too bad. Good news is these things don't aggro off a sound. It's the Hagen? The Hagen? The Fishman? Might be Fishwoman for all I know. They aggro. Alright. Individual training. Page 1. 3 royal leeches, 3 undead bats, 35 to 39, 37. Bring it on. And yeah, we'll let it repeat. And let's get a refresh spell going. What about field support? Refresh. Yes. Come on. Okay, I see the individual protects, but I don't see protectra. So, try this. Light arts. Will that give you protectra? Protectra 1, but not 2. Maybe you don't own it. No matters. Again, we're not going to be... We're not going to be the primary DPS in this. We're not going to be a primary tank. We're just going to pull. And then we're going to let Gilgamesh and company take them out for me. Oh. They're tough. You're 37, aren't you? I misread it. 37. I think these would be easier at this level. I got Cure 3 ready, so... Backdown's gonna suck. Alright, 1,710 experience points. They won't be tough for long. Not with that kind of XP. This won't be. It's a decent challenge. Good working at weapons. Starburst. Two Starburst. Cure 3 spell works just fine. Alright, so... Sorry. Like I said, this is the first time that I've been on Scholar, and I can't tell you how long. Let's make that a 9-second. Then... skill. I know Starburst is crap, but I'm not geared up to do weapon skills on this tune. It's just to use the TP, nothing else. I could have subbed Dancer. Let's get the Sahagan out of the way, so in case it doesn't where I'm looking. Doesn't accidentally link. This is gonna be a little bit stronger. Oh, it's an even match. So not so bad. He did sneak attack, but I don't think he did trick attack on me. That feeling you're forgetting something. I guess I'm just used to having haste up. 1,300. We're gonna pull some bats. I'm not. I mean, I've played mage drops before. I leveled black mage for the sole purpose of a COP fight. Back when you needed a party to do COP fights. But I've never been mage oriented. It's always been, you know, monk was my first job, monk's my first love, and I'm just more comfortable running up to something and punching it in the face. And voila, level 38. Didn't need that cure spell after all. Believe all the other magic skills are kept. Yeah, very much so. Maybe even all my weapon skills are kept. Yeah. Hand to hand at 6. It's always good. Alright, Gilgamesh is taking hate. Get a cure spell on him. What did I do? 160. Really? Would have thought it would have done more. No bother. Oh wow, the XP drops to 900s. So low. What I was doing is emo boy Toro. There we go. I shouldn't be spamming this many cure 3s. I'm gonna change it to a cure 2. That'll be enough to get them out of the yellow. Cure 1 ought to be enough of the yellow. Oops. Space. One more time. And a 2. But anyway, if you ever see Cynical as your main healer in a party, you might want a fake DC. No, don't do that. Just always say, thanks for the offer, but I'll have to pass. Fail, Mithra. Alright, let's see how much MP he gets with that one. Not a lot, but for the MP that you save, I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna pull these bats. Hopefully just one set of bats, not 2 sets. This is good. Starburst off. Cure myself, otherwise... Otherwise, won't be anybody left to cure Halberd. Well, level 39. It hasn't been 10 mobs yet, has it? Vanquish birds, even. We need 2 more, it looks like. And then I'm going to drop Aldo for either Ferris Coffin or Coral Pole. Not his name. For the Red Mage Tartar. I know you're always saying you could dismiss all of your dudes and resum them at 39, but I'm gonna wait. One more. Alright, one more. I was making sure that other bats. There's nothing worse than one last pull, only to find that you know, aggroed like 3 or 4. Like I'm about to do with this Ponsahagen. That would suck. Oh. We could take them. Those are now an even match. Jensen's got hit for a change. Go. Okay. Should be a safe spot. Release you. Release you. Release you. And finally you. Forgot what I was doing. We're looking for Korumoru. That was his name. I thought I was just being racist. Albert, where are you? There he is. And then... our... Okay. Gilgamesh. Tenzin. Tenzin. Right there. Alright, this should be more interesting. Let's get that Sahagan out of the way. Cool. Alright, this is taking longer than usual because I'm on a mage job and I don't know what I'm doing. Got a new healer, Mr. Korumoru. So I can do some more black magey stuff. Ability. Dark arts. I think you have to do that. Thunder? Thunder shouldn't use it too much mana, should it? I cast a curse spell on myself simply because we'll get the initial hate. Alright. For a second there, I thought the leech had aggro. I don't know why I thought that. We had Gilgamesh in the party, and these things happen. Just like that. I don't think all nights on Scholar will be like this. This is just more of a getting the macros right type phase. You see the levels are flowing really quick. It really isn't until the 50s and 60s that it really just starts to get stupid expensive for XP levels, but even then, close to 1000 XP a kill. It'll take that long. I did 74 to 75 in roughly about half an hour yesterday. Or less than that. Pulling again. And we'll use the weapon skill. See if that. Here we go. Thunder cast really quick. Would think it would take longer than that, but not gonna complain. What are they talking about? How much damage does Thunder do? Do much. A bigger spell. 1, 2, the Water 2. No real point to doing Water 2 when you're in Sea Serpent's Grotto. That's just silly. T-O-N-E, 1, 2. Should be some mobs over here. Close away. A little over halfway. Remember, he's getting a little low on MP, but I'm not too worried about him because he can always. That thing where he swaps his HP with his MP. There's a word for that. People are shaking their heads at me right now because they don't know it. It'll come to me. Oh no! My spell got interrupted. Bastard. Convert? Is that it? That's it. It might be. Probably is. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Sounds like something. Sounds right. Convert your HP to MP. Oops. This is why we bring Gilgamesh along. Just off tanks. No stone spell. I think need a little bit more time. Yeah, we're gonna hit 41 here really quick. Alright. Yep. Is that a cynical for the win? Wow, 498? Really? I had to have misread that. No way a stone choose spell could have done. Maybe. Alright, this one's taking its time coming to camp. It's fine by me. Not gonna waste TP on it. Well, oh, I'm not going to worry too much about it because we're not going to be in Sea Serpent's Bridle like we're going to be in other zones. But I should have picked SSG for one of the ROE quests. Every 10 kills you get some bonus XP. We're not going to be in here for 10 more kills, so nothing to worry about. But if we come back tomorrow, and there's a possibility that we won't get level 45 in the next 8 mobs. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But we'll do it tomorrow night. We'll get bonus stuff. I'll finish off these birds, that's for sure. Go. 7 more. Should be close enough. Everyone crowd on top of Cyndaquil. Koromoru is out of MP. Watch him convert and then get hit with an AoE. That would be awesome if that happened, just saying. It's always sad when Taru dies, but... Go. 42. 5 more. Probably gonna pull a link with these bats. They may not. Yeah, I guess they're not close enough. 2, 4. Okay. Those will go quite easily. And then it's gonna be off to Wings of the Goddess time. I'm a little concerned why Koromoru hasn't used his red mage ability. Oh. Because we're only level 40 something. I think you get that at 45. It's okay. I got full MP. I can cast cures when needed. And I think Halberd does too. Although he'll probably wait until he's in the critical before he does anything. Three more. Going to Halberd topped off. That's right, because you don't have light arts. So it's going to be a slow. At least we got buffs. Come on, Gilgamesh, it's been 5 seconds. Why is this mob not dead yet? Talking to you, Gilgamesh. Thank you, Howard. Unlike some trust NPCs, you never fail me. Alright, someone can skill chain off of that. You don't have to. Just do whatever. Alright, one more and we're out of here. Taking. Bets. Voila. 30 kills. We could continue 5 more, finish vanquishing the bats, but we're coming back tomorrow anyways. We'll just do that then. For assistance, release, Northern Sandoria, using tabs. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna swap over to Monk. We're gonna go up to Battaglia down. Click on a crag. No, not a crag. What is this? Big gaping maw thingies. That might be their technical name, really. For a cutscene. Use the crystal. Build another home. Further. Wait for the game to unlock. Yes. Hey, look, it's SMZ. All that. House. No. Range jobs. Main job. We're gonna do thief this time, since there's gonna be a bit more running around. There we go. thief is not as good as my monk, gear-wise. But the thief was the job that I beat Matt on. I didn't beat him down DPS, and I stole the warp scroll off of him. It took several attempts. There we go. The main thing I like most about Thief are these. You get plus 12% movement speed, and every now and then when you get punched by a mob, they'll give a small flea effect going on. Don't have a throwing weapon, but travel to another home point. Current region, Northern Sandoria. Buy the entrance. Yes, please. Hasn't frozen yet. It will. Or maybe it did freeze and I just didn't notice. Alright. Fell off junk. Crystals, no. Sears pump. Go. Bad things you can use for like something, but bat wings, I'm going to show you a better way to get rid of them. Assuming that you have at least. It's not too far away. Yeah, you got 6 bat wings. So around the corner here is this Elven. Snappy dresser. Stupid people. There we go. So he's got a quest that's repeatable. You can trade him 2 bat wings. That's for some type of a charm or curse or something. And you get 200 gil for trading in 2 bat wings, or roughly 100 gil per bat wing. Unfortunately, you have to trade them in 2 at a time versus selling it all at once. Let's say change something. I haven't tried trading an entire stack to see if he gives you 600, but you also get fame for Sandoria. That never hurts, unless you're already capped out. And it still doesn't hurt, it just doesn't do any good. Alright, so now we're going to... I don't know if I have one for Battaglia Downs. We'll find out. Original release. Sponsor, Rimper's Tomb, Theme, Volcrum, Goopskin, Juggner, Devoy, Ildium, Necropolis. We'll come back to that one if we don't have one for Battaglia. Brother's Nest, Inner Road Tomb, Boobarimosh, Brownie, Belted Mountains, next page. Castle Low, Garlage, Glaciers, Arkbard. Yeah, it didn't look like you got it. So you do have the Eldium Necropolis, which is a dungeon inside Battaglia Downs, and this should be right by the entrance. You'll be able to pop out and run up to it. You could also do Juno. There's Juno right next to Battaglia Downs. Or you could just walk up the stairs, out the door, downloading data. Okay, there's the book. Over by the mall. We're on Thief, so we may as well flee. Just too close to it. I guess I could have gone to the left. Oh, too late now. Wow, that was used to flee lasting longer, but still got our plus 12% movement speed. We'll be back in 3 minutes and 28 seconds. I've got flee merited, I believe. At least the cooldown on it. And there, I thought the AF reduces or increases the duration of it. I should know this. But I'm not a thief expert. Oops. Category? Yeah, flee recast is burn recast time by 10 seconds, so he did it 5 times, 50 seconds. Triple attack rate. Need to use paint more often. Biggie. It is going to be the next piece of relic armor that I work on improving, which is going to be the thief pants. I'm not going to worry about it until after I actually have enough pages to get it all done. And that'll happen. Slowly but surely. Around this corner, though. I'll say this. Battalion Downs in the past, I do not recognize it compared to the one of present day. I mean, you can see rocks and mountains, that kind of thing. That looks the same, but they've just got so many walls. Alright, this should be the cutscene. Vines covering the cavernous mall shudder violently. Cynical is engulfed by the cavernous maw. Okay, now we're in this zone. A disembodied metallic voice drifts towards you, regal feline. When the harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. What was that? Was that descend or fall? I can never remember the words. Well, whatever. I have more important things to do. Oh, more important things to... That face. Oh my stars, this did not happen. Didn't happen. It did. How could I have been so blind? I never even noticed someone was here with me. Never noticed. Oh, woe is me. I have fallen to the deepest blue depths of depression. Do you see how blue I have become? In black and white to me. Completely blue. Cat. Never agree with a cat. But I thought a child of Altana would sympathize. Be sympathetic, you know? Oh, what's this? What's this? Who knew such a thing was possible? What does this mean? What indeed? Could it be? Could it be you possess the same power? The same power as me? My whiskers are twitching. They twitch. Shall I tell you what this means? Inform you. You possess the power to bend time itself, an ability bestowed only on the worthy. Although it seems you lack the same control that I have. Uncontrolled, I would say. But this is good news nonetheless. The regal feline peers intently at Cyndaquil. My intent, you see, is to help end this war before certain terrible indelible wounds are... Kitty, I can't see when you stand up. Thank you. Certain indelible wounds are gouged into history. Despite my best efforts, the nation of elven knights devise pretentious plans that see them fall to the beastmen time and again. The Humes ignore the unrest in their city while Galkan rage reaches boiling point, the point of boiling. The Mithra squabble amongst themselves, and the Taru dither as the Yagodu sack the city of Windurst, sacking the city they are. To confound matters, the alliance between the nations of Altana is still in its infancy, and old suspicions threaten to sever the tentative bonds. Bonds could be severed. There are only so many things I can do with these two small paws. ... Will you help me with this grand plan of salvation? Do I have a choice? If things are allowed to run their course, this war will spread to consume Vanadil in a tidal wave of tragedy. I hope to shrink this tidal wave of tears, if only by a little, by a few drops. It will be difficult, thankless work. Thankless and difficult. But would you be up to the task? It's not my time. I'll do it. Wonderful. I feel my depression lifting already. The fate of this age rests on your shoulders. So much rests on you. Got something. Ah, I forgot to mention the Champions of the Dawn. It is prophesied that the Champions of the Dawn will appear in an age of strife and save the world from catastrophe. A band of heroes? A bevy of maidens? Who knows? Is this the age of prophecy? Is this the age the prophecy foretells? I shall go forth and search for these champions with my mystical whiskers. So very busy. Busy indeed. An introduction? Have we not been introduced? My name is Kate Sith. I am certain we shall meet again in the near future, or would that be the near past? In any case, I wish you luck with your endeavors. Luck to you. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Oh, frozen. Come on. There we go. Something over here, but what do you think it is? Is it nothing out of the ordinary? Oh, I saw something that said fresh. Fresh snow melt? Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. So, I thought it'd be a little bit more apparent what to do after that. Yeah, you gotta get up. This is Dentral not being prepared. be anything more entertaining than watching me pull up a website. Roll down. Shoot. Click .org again. Notice. Alright, so we got Kate said. Now we gotta do another quest. Boy and the Beast. Up to Rustigny in southern Sandoria at I-7 to trigger a cutscene. Okay. That's not gonna do. 2. There, that works. Alright. So we could run back. But we're gonna use a warp ring. I just want to make sure that there isn't. There's the. We'll catch it next time. Items. Warp ring. I still have white mage stuff, don't I? Oh, hey! How you doing? Come on, back up. And I'm gonna sub dancer just in case you need it. Sport child. Come on. Alright. Get that done. And that. We can do port. No, we'll do northern. Now that it locked up on us. I do have the PC version installed on my new computer. Actually, I have it installed on 3 computers. Pay attention. Northern Sandoria, Home Point. Yes. And the idea for wanting to do it on the Xbox is because we are still focused on Xbox achievements. Controls are lacking. Going the wrong way. Okay. Click this here. Teleport. Wings of the Goddess. Southern Sandoria. Using tabs. There we go. Down. We're looking for a dude named Rustigny. Then we're gonna go to Volant, and then we gotta go to Blanco. Alt tab fails. Where'd everybody go? There we go. Allied Sigil. There we go. Might as well get Regen. Let me make the preparations. Alright. So I don't know that dude's name. Actually, I just don't know where he is. I already forgot it. Ignay. I knew I'd remember if I saw it. There he is. Okay. He's up over there. Lee. Here's a temple knight. Here's our cutscene. Access beyond the victory gate is not permitted at this time. These guys can go. Why? Why count? Oh dear. Dufon and Squire Altenia. Good day, Rostigny. Oh, and Cynical as well. I am pleased to see you again. Please allow me to introduce Viscount Bilioules S. Buffon, Lieutenant of the Royal Guards. It is a pleasure to meet you, Cynical. Hey, look. What in the name of Altana? You will stand down this instant. I will join that accursed First Regiment. Let me join in my sister's stead. Or steed. I say stead. My lord, we beg you. Please, you must return with us to the chateau. However, M. Borel. Ah! Stand down, I said. What part of that command do you two not understand? My dear Count Borel, what be the reason for this commotion? This behavior befits not a person of your standing. If you do not compose yourself, the Temple Knights shall have no choice but to attend to you. Bilioules, you may be my childhood friend, but this matter concerns you not. My beloved sister, I will not stand by and watch her march off to the Garlage Citadel. I see. Count Borel, however, I do not deny that His Majesty's counter-offensive strategy will be fraught with danger, but as Altena's own flesh and blood, surely you understand her feelings, her desire to protect and serve her nation. Thank you for your kind words, sir. No harm will come to me, dear brother. You are aware of my proficiency with polearms better than any other. But Altenia! Oh no. Push him back. Please forgive us, my lord. We must now escort you back to the chateau. Altenia! No! I guess he's still yelling no. Altenia! I'm sorry, however. Altenia, despite my words to your brother, I must confess I am not entirely without apprehension. The Carmine Swallows are the finest soldiers in the kingdom, the elite among elite. I have the utmost confidence they will do more than hold their own against the enemy. But never forget that soldiers pay for complacency with their lives. The past few days have seen a substantial surge in beast horde activity in the vicinity of Sandoria. Keep your guard up at all times, Altenia. Not only for your sake, but for Halvor's as well. I apologize for making you witness what just transpired, Cynical. It was my brother Halvor who was escorted away kicking and screaming. You see, a mission of critical import has been entrusted upon my regiment. I am not authorized to disclose the details of the operation, but I fear I may not be able to see any of my loved ones again. ... There is something I must ask of you. Please hear me out. If I fall in battle, I want you to look after Exemil and the young griffins. Ever since the tragic loss of his mother, I have been all he has. Exemil has closed himself off from all other elders, but miraculously he has taken to you, Cyndaquil. There is no other I can depend on. Can I ask this of you, if I should not return? I promise. This means more to me than you could ever imagine. Thank you, Cyndaquil. Now I can charge into battle under the Carmine Swallow banner without any regret. The time for departure has come. Before I leave, there is something you should know. How uncomfortable those shoes must be. This concerns Temple Knight Narviel, whom you say was conversing with the orc escapee. Narviel has been observed absent on numerous occasions to tend to matters of an unknown nature. I sense treachery at play, Cyndaquil. It would be prudent to not let that one out of your sight. I must go now. Thank you, Cyndaquil. I know the young griffins are in good hands. Maybe. But not like. Alright. So now that cutscene's over. Oh, we still got Flea up. Awesome. Now we need to go talk to Roland, I think his name was. And now Flea wore off. It's back up. Don't call it an exploit. There we go. Welcome back from your mission. Word of your accomplishments in the field has reached all ears at headquarters. Your trouncing of bloodthirsty orcs has brought honor to the young griffins. Oh, I must inform you, the War Council schedule for today has been postponed due to an emergency change of mind by the captain. But both the captain and lieutenant have departed on a scouting expedition of Gigas activity on the Grovan Isle. I didn't say that right. You are unaware of this undertaking by the young griffins? It is the continuation of an expedition that was commenced prior to your enlistment. Huh? What? A status report of the expedition, you say? Engineer Bistelot. Sentinel Roland, how many times must I remind you that shouting is completely unnecessary from this distance? Let's see. By calculating their progress based on a report from the previous journey, I assume they have now arrived and commenced gathering information at Wonkrol Inlet. With but 2 of them, I wonder if everything is proceeding according to plan. You see, during the previous expedition, we encountered a hulking grey Gigas. Well, if truth be told, we caught but a glimpse of the monstrous creature from the afar. That was enough to cause our ranks to crumble into disarray. Oh. Something still remains a bitter memory for the young griffins. After such an episode, a foolhardy elven like the captain would not act rashly should he again encounter that Gigas. It would. But knowing the captain, there is the possibility he has gone back to seek the very same Gigas. Very same grey Gigas, to redeem himself. It was near the bridge in Wonkrol Inlet where we saw the Gigas in question. Chances are it is still there. You will find the captain and lieutenant. So we're off to Wonkrol Inlet. Eek. And Fleet War. Not back up yet, is it? Nope, still got a minute. Alright, so once we get to Wonkrol Inlet, we're gonna need to look for a triple mark, question mark, on the north side of the bridge in H6. Did it say H6? Yeah. Short-term memory is not so good. Yes. Alright. While this is loading and unlocking, I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be back in just a sec. This sounds like campaign. Dang it. Quit being difficult. I'm the damn bard. He's not even that great of a bard. New ally tags. This wasn't the point. We didn't come here to do campaign, but since campaign is happening, union registration. Come on. Yes. All right. Go. Yeah, nothing more entertaining than fighting fortifications. Wow. How many people got victory march? Wait. Weapon skill. I don't think you can do a sneak attack, trick attack on a fortification. I'll try it anyways. Yay for darkness. Hindsight. I should have attacked the fortification, then gone and grabbed my drink, but oh well. Didn't know that at the time. Definitely should have come as monk. He hits so much harder. Well. That would really spend on this one, dude. Here. How about that? Necessary. Okay, Samba. I never enjoyed offensive operations. Defense was where the fun is. I mean, offense can be fun when there's dudes to fight. But when the bad guys do show up, they tend to do their, they all show up at the same time, they all aggro the same person, and, you know, it gets messy. Back at 75, that was a pain. Not really the case anymore, but, yeah. I've seen players, you know, still nowadays get overwhelmed. I never bother to look at their levels. Chances are they're too low to be backline at solo, but there's no wrong way to play this game. Well, if you're playing solo, there's no wrong way to play the game as long as you're having fun. Brain shaker. So how long are we gonna do this? Map. White scan. You got any bad guys coming? I don't think so. If they'd be here. Got Orcish transporters. Let's go. Not sure which swords you have equipped. Or daggers, sorry, I said swords. Okay. Not bad. Not awesome. Not bad. Alright, so we just need to take out 68 more fortifications. Never understood the way the fortification is. It looks like when it gets down to half health, it fills back up. But let's see. Let's see, it still says 68. Well, I suppose while that's going on, we can try and find out where H6 is. Okay. There. That's H? Yeah, I see it. It's gonna be a decent trek. Okay. A couple ways. You can take the long way and pick up the book on the way over. No, we'll take the short way. Most fortifications respond better to magic. Really? Scouring bubbles? Okay. I didn't put any thought into the dress that I pulled out for this one. I just grabbed Or if they was going for speed. Guess I should have put more thought into it. Not a bad setup. You got a healer, you got a tank, you got a DPS. You got a Spoony Bard, and you got me. Remember campaigns, it still says 68. No, it says 67 now. So we're making progress, but I don't know if I want to be here for 67 more of these. Alright, one more weapon skill. Go. Unlock. Alright, now they should start following me. Like the spectral jig though. They come. Start heading north. Dark. Alright, that's definitely a wall. Okay. You missed your turn off, but there's another turn off, so it's not that bad. Another Thunder Elemental. It's gonna miss because you still had a sneak up. Yep. Okay. I should definitely get Spectral Jig up. Fairly easy prey. Really? Alright. I screwed up. Not that bad though. What's this? Doom Mage gets into the mix. Or maybe Valinor might AoE, but again, concerned. Alright, so now we have to get up there. I see a path. Any XP for those guys? They were incredibly... Oh, that's right. You won't get XP for them because you got the ally tags up. bother. I think I see the bridge. Question is that the bridge we're looking for? And it's not. One has to wonder why the tigers change color in the course of 20 years. Okay, I have to wonder why they change colors. I mean, orange to black just doesn't seem like one of those things that, you know, natural selection would do that quickly. I suppose anything's possible. And here I thought this was going to be a dead end. We're headed to H6, the northern side of the bridge, for a cutscene. This must be the bridge. I remember these crabs. These guys are good for unlocking what you call it, your weapon skill points for different weapons. There's a question mark. Alright. There's the cutscene. The battle is still not over. Conversing with goblins. Elven child and gigas. Sitting in a tree. F-I-S-H-I-N-G. Cyndaquil. How did you know to find us here? You know, I was talking to that dude. Please remind me to reevaluate what confidential information we entrust you a lot in this deal. Oh, and with me here, and let's go over this again. Oh, with me here is Leadavox, a good goblin friend. She has a talent for communicating with Gigas. Hi there. So she's a female. We tracked down this most unusual Gigas, the name's Clythios. He's fond of fishing. Yes, Clythios. Knowing of the Gigas' propensity for ferocity, we had concealed ourselves in the bushes, observing the creature from afar. When Examil inexplicably leaps out like a madman and challenges Clythios to a fish-off. Look yonder. Alright. Can't do anything half-ass. Fly, damn you! Fly like the wind! You watch, my grey gargantuan friend. It shan't be long till you feast your eyes upon the largest fish ever reeled in this side of Vanadil. Goo goo, gagoo. Yeah, according to Leadavox, the two are engaged in a test of strength, where victory is decided by the larger fish, but sometimes I cannot help but wonder whether they actually understand each other. What? You question my ability to communicate with the Gigas? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give offense. That's more like it. I like you, so I'm going to tell you something interesting. That Clythios there is descended from the gods, a real nasty piece of work he is. Even other Gigas know to keep away. Is he truly as dangerous as you say? Nothing to suggest that has happened so far. You'll change your mind when Clythios sups on fish and has your friend for dessert. He's fishing one-handed. Confound it. Why is it taking so long? Huh? Yes. This unmistakable feeling. A catch of Gigas proportion. Ooh-oh. Ooh-wah. Doesn't say anything. Still doesn't say anything. snag. Waha! That's it. No more Mr. Nice Elvon. I shall reel this in, even if it means bringing in with it the whole of Enadil. Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! He just fell and stubbed his toe. An earthquake? The good news is the ridge didn't collapse. And he stubbed his toe. Descended from the gods, he is. What are you doing down on your haunches? Guguan, Gueg, Gudog, Gagag, Gagag. Lady Vox, what is he trying to say? That's for me to know and you to find out. With some gil. Once a goblin, always a goblin, I see. But since I like you so much, you can pay me later. Okay. This is a good one. Lithios has reluctantly admitted defeat. He thinks your friend caused the earthquake. What? Surely you jest. Hey, Examil. Oh, Rahal. And you're here too, Cyndaquil. It appears you are victorious thanks to your incredible feat in moving the whole of Enadil. Oh, that is rather unexpected. Goo. Goo goo goo. Is something amiss, Clithios? Did you injure yourself when you fell? Cyndaquil. I am assigning you an emergency mission. Lieutenant Rahal, do you recall the time when Bistilil told us about remedial herbs? Yes, the quick-acting remedial herbs that are found only on Wunkel Inlet. If I remember correctly, the leaves of this particular species of herbs are known to change color depending on the time of day. How fortunate! I have Bistilil's notes concerning these herbs in my possession. Good work, Lieutenant. I shall take it from here. Wunkel Herb Memo. 8 o'clock at Sandoria, or red. From 8 to 50 it's Bastock, and from 4 o'clock to midnight it's Windurst, or green. The numbers on the left side signify the time of day, while the words on the right refer to... I'm gonna guess colors. Thank you. Well, what are you waiting for, Cyndaquil? Go gather the herb and return here, post-haste. I don't know what to pick up. What? The words on the right side of the note, the meaning is perfectly clear. Sort it out for yourself, soldier. Dismissed! Taking orders from... Well, it's still XML, so... You know. Alright. Snake is still not worn off. Go look at it. I could try to explain what happened, but let's just say I'm going to open up a new browser window. And what's the name of this mission? West. Boy and the Beast. Keyboard is unresponsive. Boy and the Beast. Click. Acquire the Wunkel herb by examining the leafy patch on the shore of the lake. Back at F5. You need to get the proper herb color according to the time of day you arrive at the leafy patch. Choose the color of the herb you wish to pick. When you pick it, you do not need to wait until a specific time, just pick the herb that corresponds to the current time. So red, blue, or green. It does not matter when you hand in the herb as long as it was harvested at the proper time. If you pick the wrong herb, you must go back to the leafy patch at F5 and pick a new herb. Yeah, we get the herb, returns with question mark at H6 for the final cutscene, and a carbon fishing rod. Pretty awesome. I always wanted a carbon. The 5 is going to be back down here. No. 5 is going to be up there. Okay. So, let's do that. I wonder if the battle's ever going to end. This would be super boring if we're still there fighting fortifications. Well, I find it boring. You might find it exciting. You'd be weird. Hindsight hashed. Yeah. It's not too late. Drop that. Click in the flea. In the spectral jig again. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna need the red herb since it's not 8 o'clock yet. We were off. Alright. Planar rift. There's a leafy patch. So odd for there not to be any mobs around. I want the red herb. You gather a red herb. Alright. Please not. No. 3 more minutes. So, you should just simply run back, click the question mark again. Hopefully not die. I was like, over here. And I AFK'd into a wall. Okay, hard right. Getting close. There we go. And cutscene time. Hey, over here. Right where you left us. You found the herb? Well done, soldier. Now we can treat Clitheos' injury. Clitheos' injury? Ooh, goo goo. Now I shall eat you. The herb works like a charm. A fish-off rematch, you say? Mwahaha. I admire your indomitable spirit, my ludicrously large friend. It takes a great Gigas to even consider taking on Captain Excamil of the Young Griffins, the fabled fisher of Vanadil. I accept your challenge with pleasure, but I am a fair elven and shall wait until your injury has healed completely.
Ugwa. Ugogo. What's this? You wish to give this to me? Take good care of yourself, you lumbering oaf. I'm impressed. That boy can also communicate with Gigas. Guess you won't be needing me to interpret no more. See ya! Elven child and Gigas sitting in a tree. FISHING. Cyndaquil, since you gathered a herb for Clithios, you deserve this more than I. Wondering. Good work, young griffins. Thanks to your tireless efforts, the scouting expedition was a great success. The debriefing will be held at headquarters. Lieutenant Rahal, Cyndaquil, we're going home. Hey, we got a carbon fishing rod. Right. No current quest. Okay, so now that should open up one. Fishing rod. Wrath of the Griffin. Alright. Dr. Roland, Southern Sandoria for a cutscene related to this quest regarding Inspire Altinius. I'm gonna go to Jugner Forest. Close to the called Jugner. Back to Southern Sandoria. I really thought the campaign would have been over by now. But it isn't, so instead of using our warp ring to go home and take the shortcuts, we're gonna go talk to the NPC for a performance assessment. It's not gonna be massive, I imagine. Get some XP. Not a lot of XP, just a little. Bumped into a kitty. The moon is almost full, but not quite. I thought I picked up the regen one, but Marine, Gigas deckhands. I don't think they're true sight. We'll find out though. It's Jack. Quickly easy prey. Yeah, I don't think they're true sight. Gins. Helmsman. And then we're gonna make a left. A watchful pixie. Yay, so it's getting ready to wear off. Sun's coming up. You're off already. Oh, never mind. Give me a performance assessment. Not a lot, but might as well use you for a teleport too. Yep. Good work today, Cyndaquil. I walked up a little fast this time. Or maybe it didn't. There we go, there's a walk up. It was just a hiccup earlier. Of course, there is an achievement for these quests, but I believe you have to do all the quests for all three nations. Can't say I'm exactly looking forward to, but, you know, there are worse things. Cyndaquil, welcome back from your mission. However, I'm afraid there is no time for revelry. Engineer Bistolo has called an emergency meeting. The captain himself is due to arrive shortly. Bistolo, what is the meaning of this? I trust you had good reason to call this meeting without my prior consent. Naturally, Captain Examil. I have called this meeting to report information obtained by the link pearls we planted to eavesdrop. Hold it right there, Bistolo. Cyndaquil does not yet know if the plumes d'or were fitted with link pearls. Does now. Hexamil! Uh-oh. That face. You just speared your own foot. The information was obtained via the Plume d'Or, or link pearl, planted on the captain's father. Altenia's regiment was ambushed by orcs in Jugner Forest. What? I wish I had matching armor. What has become of Altenia? Of Squire Altenia, I do not know. However, rumor of the regiment's demise runs rampant among the knights. Bistolo, is there naught else you have learned? A new transmission. Quiet, everyone. There is something coming from the link pearl planted on Temple Knight Darviel. Rager. Why, my dear Count Bifrons, what do I owe the pleasure of your presence? Spare me your hollow formalities, Sogbog. You will report the current situation to me, without garnish. Ah, as you command, my lord. With the invaluable aid of Temple Knight Darviel, who stands here before you, not only have we successfully eliminated General Mouchand of the Temple Knights, but we were also able to free our captured Orcish brethren from the clutches of the Elvan. And prior to your arrival, my lord, intelligence supplied by Darviel led to the successful ambush of an entire regiment of Sandorian knights. I expected no less. Now, Temple Knight Darviel, was it? I would know why a person of your standing would be motivated to betray your own kind. Doesn't say anything. Oh, looks like Coco. You need not answer. War is no place for righteous types, and your motivation interests me not. But an orc collaborating with an elven makes for a curious sight indeed, as you were. Thinks much too highly of himself. Yeah. Simple Knight Darviel is conspiring with the Beastman Confederate. This does not bode well. What is it, Bistelot? The assassination of General Mouchon, the breakout of the Orc captives, and the ambush on Altenia's regiment can all be traced back to one man, Temple Knight Darviel. He has been leaking military secrets to the Orcs. Zogbog. So that is the name of the glib-tongued Orc with whom we crossed swords in Jugner Forest. Hush! Conversation continues. Or their conversation continues. Zogbog, there is but one more thing. The new captive, the squire called Altenia. She knows my involvement in this scheme. It would be most inconvenient if she were to return to Sandoria and spread lies of the role I played. I trust you understand what is required. Does this mean Squire Altenia is still alive? From what I gather of their transmission, Squire Altenia survived the ambush and is now a captive in the hands of the Orcs. She has not yet come to harm, but Darviel has expressly stated his intent to... Altenia! Excamil! Wait! Bistelot, Roland, the elders must be informed of this most sinister plot. Altenia's life is at stake. We have no choice but to confess regarding the Plumes d'Or. I will catch up with Excamil. Come with me, Cyndaquil. As you command, sir. We have reason to believe the Orcs are encamped in Jugner Forest. In all likelihood, they will be in the southern region of the Jugner Forest, not far from Luval. Be warned. This fiendish group of Orcs was able to take even the Royal Knights unawares. We must practice the highest degree of caution on this mission. Lieutenant, Cyndaquil, we pray for Squire Altenia's safe return. Let us make haste, Cyndaquil. Alright. This one I vaguely remember. We need to go to 8. Cutscene. Lakes and platform. That'll pop a dude. Lee. Jugner Forest. Yep. Here. Let's borrow my monk. Actually, no, because you changed that up, didn't you? You did. Nope. Too long. Copy. Thief. Hopefully in there twice, you know. Okay. Tenzin. Or Treon even. Over. Spectral Jig. Lanero. Actually, go and borrow all of them. From Mook. Okay. Paste. Get you Lanero, Elvira, Overmoru. We'll put Farius Coffin in. COFFIN. It's a dead end, isn't it? DPS or though. I prefer somebody from this era. That's not terribly important. Lay Ongavo. I think I know who that is. I think that's the male Mithra. Oops. Spelled it wrong. L-H-A-N. It's probably not how you spell it. Maybe. Let's see. Not too worried about the decrepit knoll, but why take chances? Alright. Nope. Oh well. Never have too many Mithra monks though. Champion. Dragon Brander. May as well pick up the telepoint while we're here. We're looking for... We're not at H10 yet. We're looking for a triple question mark. Okay. There it is. It's a Bloodwing Impaler. Alright, good news is we got the cutscene. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
How do they not see you? A squad of orcs?
In the quote, look yonder. Garviel, I would advise against keeping Butch Watts waiting. He is far from patient, even by orc standards. Let's finish this and be on our way. So you finally show your true colors, Temple Knight Darviel? I had my suspicions from the very beginning. I commend you on your fine detective work, but I am saddened to say that this is all for naught. Betraying your king and selling out your own comrades to the enemy? No words could describe my contempt for you. Now answer me. What evil objective lies behind these unforgivable acts of treason? Your words wound me, Oltenia. Why, I simply wish to restore my most precious Sandoria to her former glory. What do you mean? The Tyrant King, Destin our... oh dear. Ndarabu. Destin. He will meet his end at the hands of my sympathizers. I can see it even now. It will be exactly like 10 years past when King Rantul was regrettably slain by orcs. What? Rawr. Darviel, Butchwatch patience is about to run dry. It is I who has to bear the blunt brunt of his fury. You would do me a great favor by delaying no further. Draw your sword already. Blast. How are we to help her with all those orcs swarming about? Run up there and aggro them. Then kite them away. And where did Eximo disappear? Apart from Zugbug here, these orcs understand not the joys of refined conversation. I'm afraid the pleasantries end here. We must act now, or else. Ouch. A steel boot to the face. Examil? How did you know? You again? Examil! Cyndaquil, now is our chance. I am flattered you came all the way here to see me. What have I done to deserve such a delicious treat? You have made my day, little rabbit. I would sooner turn blind than endure a daily dose of your face, Zogbog. Today we settle the score. Rahul and Cyndaquil as well. Well, well. With all the guests of honor present, the party can finally begin. I look forward to roasting you on my cook fire, little rabbit. We're all cracked black. Butchwatch. Nuk Verk Zook Greg. Vok Brock Greg. I regret to inform you, Butchwatch is not in the best of moods at the moment. It would seem that you are all too alive for him. That orc is enormous. Cyndaquil, you have my leave to tend to the big one. Thanks. Lieutenant Rahul and I will see to the rest. And one more thing, Cynical. If I deem your performance unsatisfactory, you will be put on cleaning detail. Understood? Good luck, Cyndaquil. Alright. Now this should pop them. Or maybe not. Rag. Funny how he doesn't pop arm. Maybe because he had sneak up. Will he still be alive long enough for me to get a sneak attack, trick attack, weapon skill off? I think not. Oh well. I'm gonna get sneak attack off. Damn! Right in the ass. Oh. Poor Cobra Claw. Oh, he's not dead yet. Haha. Missed. Ouch. Curses. Grok, it would appear I sorely underestimated you, little rabbits. This is not over. I shall return with reinforcements. Fleeing like a coward again, Zogbog. Flee, you say? Spare me your mockery. This is merely a tactical withdrawal. But mark my words, I shall be back for your head. No one will rob me of revenge for my fallen clan. Look, retreat, move out! And we get to save the rest of the battalion? That's Zogbog. When we last fought, he spoke of the same revenge. To what could he possibly be referring? I cannot say. By the way, Cyndaquil, you shall commence cleaning detail after returning to headquarters. I trust you understand the reason. Your negligence had the young griffins half a heartbeat away from having mincemeat for a captain. Examil. Well, what is it now, Tenya? I rushed here without a thought for my own safety. So the least you could do is... Thank you. Tenya. She is clearly suffering from trauma. We must. Examil. Here, I'm trying to show my gratitude in earnest, and you... And thank you too as well, Rahul and Cyndaquil. To all of you, I owe my life. Oh, here they come. What? Taking their sweet time about it, aren't they? Ogbedeg, the York general who laid siege to Sandoria. Shall we do, Examil? Examil? Cyndaquil, we must evacuate immediately. That is Bakkodek of the Steelhide Horde. Whence did their forces come to be so near? Theirs must have been the unit stationed at Laval, but they were reportedly marching for Juno. Both Generals Dogbedeg and Bakkodek, the two rocks upon which the Orcish forces are built, here, this does not bode well. Examil, we stand not a chance against such numbers. It should be folly to even consider pursuit. Examil? I don't know who this is. Here they are. Has harm come to any of you? They're on black chocobos. Here they... No, I already said that. Altenia, you are safe. Father! Why, Examil. And be this not Rahul, Lord Lebron's very own flesh and blood? Is this carnage I see before me all you're doing? Sir, we have located Temple Knight Yarviel in the creek bed. Yarviel 2, apprehend the traitor. Post haste. We'd best not linger longer than necessary. If the Orcish host were to find us, they would not receive us kindly. You must be Cyndaquil. Altenia has informed me of your bravery. You have my gratitude. Excuse me. I thank you also for the care of my son Examil. I hope we meet again upon returning to Sandoria. Alright. We got that done. Turn to southern Sandoria and talk to Roland for the final cutscene in a military script. Okay. So, use the warp ring. Actually, cancel that. Oh. If I remember correctly, the NPC that does the teleports shouldn't be far. We can, I believe we can climb this and hop over. Yep, like that. Probably kicking the flea now too. There we go. Roy Lou. Teleportation. Yes. Alright. Not so bad. Next, got Flea up. Alright. Cyndaquil, we are pleased to see you return. The captain awaits. Upon learning the true nature of the Link Pearls, Iron Ren Captain Rongolos gave us a right royal scolding, but it is a small price to pay to have Squire Altenia back safe and sound. Cyndaquil, both Rahul and Bisfilo are absent today, most likely on the receiving end of disciplinary action from the elders for the Plumes d'Or. Me? I still often came here. Why need you ask? Examil? Oh shit. Who seeks Captain Examil of the Young Griffins? Eek! Lieutenant Dufon and Altenia. Your father has been looking for you, Examil. Cyndaquil. Alphonamil also bid me tell you he wishes the pleasure of your audience at your earliest convenience. I understand you are responsible for Altenia still being with us to this day. You have my thanks. Now, I must return to duty. Altenia, you are not to overexert yourself until further notice. This is an order. Thank you, Lieutenant Dufon. Shall we go see your father now, Examil? Altenia, are your wounds healed? Thank you for your concern, sir. I am well. Cyndaquil, I thank you for coming. I'm eternally indebted to you for saving both Examil and Altenia. Your display of valor in the face of our ferocious orcish foe, yeah, I said that right, would inspire even the best of our knights. But now, to the heart of the matter. Temple Knight Darviel, I believe the name is more than familiar to you. He aligns himself with the Eastern faction, dissidents who conspire to restore the lost East Sandoria of old. They are remnants from the age of violent civil war that split our kingdom in two, maybe? I don't know. Approximately 10 years ago, the Eastern faction masterminded the murder of King Rantul, employing the infamous orc Dogvideg to carry out the unspeakable deed. And now they have once again entered into an unholy alliance with the orcs, plotting to extinguish the life of King Destin. But unlike 10 years ago, we were able to unveil this most wicked conspiracy with the Beastmen Confederate and confirm the role played by Darviel. Only with your valiant efforts were we able to foil their plans. The entire kingdom is in your debt. Neither words nor gifts could ever sufficiently show my feelings of gratitude, but please, accept this. Money. Father! Yes, my son. What is it? I beg your permission to partake in the next expedition. Examil. Examil. Why do you wish this? I saw them, Father. Those who killed Mother. The orcs at Jugner Forest led by Dogvideg. The ones who laid siege to Sandoria. It was them. What? Blinded by rage, I thought of giving pursuit, caring not for my life if I could, but get revenge. But I became petrified. I felt so powerless. I want the strength, courage, and wisdom to stand against even the fiercest enemies. I implore you, Father, take me on the next expedition. I shall ask you but once more, is this your true wish? I swear on my honor as a young griffin, take me with you. And so be it. We shall further discuss this back at the estate. Cyndaquil, thank you again for protecting my son. Whew. Groveling the father becomes me not. Examil, what were you thinking? You are no ordinary child, that much I have ascertained. Or ascertained. Sorry. With your swordsmanship, even a place with the royal knights would not be far-fetched. But fighting in battle is... Altenia, you know my father well. He is a man of honor, and will not go back on his word. Examil. Albert. Altenia, where are you? Your wounds. You must remain in bed until you are healed completely. Can't guess. However, slow down. However, some may consider it a blessing to have such a doting brother, but... Thank you for everything, Cyndaquil. Now if you would excuse me... You there. Did my sister Altenia not pass through here? Altenia, Cyndaquil? Point east or point west? Point west. That away. Is that so? I thank you. You are truly a fine young griffin. Altenia! Sometimes I like a bad episode of Naruto. I have never before witnessed such a touching display of brotherly love. And I must concur, Cyndaquil truly is a fine young griffin. Blush. Cyndaquil, I trust our fine young griffin has not forgotten cleaning detail. Alright, I got the military script. Idea what you do with the military script. I'm sure it'll tell me. Additional step, you could also talk to Wyatt at L6 in Southern Sandoria. He will buy the military script for 22.5k minus his commission for a total of 20,147. Sure. So let's go find. I already forgot the name. Wyatt at L6. Oh, okay.
Like?
I don't know if I'd want it in my bathroom. Wasn't there a movie recently that suggested that he was a real vampire?
Wasn't real recent.
Okay.
I know what you speak of.
Might have been 10 years ago. Recent.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Not long ago. You hear his grave got or I don't know if it was his grave or the director's got robbed. Someone stole the skull.
Skull?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There he is.
Looks like a locker. Gonna get picked up.
Mm-hmm. Hey, would that be a military script you got there? You see, I happen to be a player on the stock market, so if you're in a bind as to what to do with that, be willing to trade you cash for it. You want Gilly, say? You one of them cosmopolitan types? Let's see now, taking the current market situation into account, this will cash in for around 22,500 gil. Alrighty then, here's your gil, minus commission that is. Then give you a choice in the matter. Alright, so that's done. Got some 22k. I don't know why they just don't give. Now we get to do the next mission. Zone in the southern Sandoria from east run for est for a cutscene. Alright. We gotta step out and step back in. First one, we got flee. Which over 10 million, that does it? Nope, still got a ways to go. Talk to this guy. Yes. Turn the camera around, turn the Mithra around, and run back inside. So, if I read it correctly, it should get us a cutscene. Yep. of course, he'll probably freeze. Yep. Frozen. Unfreeze already. What's going on? Well, you're certainly looking quite helpless, adventurer. Have you not your wits about you? Where are they going? What's all the commotion, you ask? Well, everyone is on their way to see Troop Mayakov's performance, of course. My comrades have been scrambling about relentlessly for some time now, trying to procure tickets. Surely you are familiar with Troop Mayakov, yes? No, not at all familiar. What? I cannot even begin to imagine the enormity of the rock under which you must have been hiding. Why, they are one of the most popular dancing troops in Vanadil right now. Something really lost. Though from a stylistic and technical point of view, I am of the personal opinion that Troop Mayakov is considerably more advanced. Of course, it certainly doesn't hurt that they have amassed some of the most adorable dancers I've ever seen. In fact, a show is about to start over at the old tavern in Lion Square. The troop leader has decided to grace Sandoria with a performance by popular demand. Such a chance to see performers of that caliber up close doesn't present itself very often. Everyone sure is up in a frenzy over it, alright. Well, if you have time yourself, I would highly recommend you pay a visit, although I offer no guarantee that you'll be able to get your hands on a ticket. What I wouldn't give to not be on guard duty. Let's sigh. So, we still got Flea up. Flea wears off. 40 seconds? Take 40 seconds just to get over there. And again, it's so dark. Can't see the stars. Go see stars. Yeah, see some stars and the moon. Another cutscene. That didn't work. Mr. Makov, let me first of all thank you for taking the time to speak with us here today. We know that you are a busy man. Now please, sir, if you would share with us what you consider to be the highlight of this, your latest show. I guess he's doing an interview. It would be my pleasure. As I'm sure you all know by now, my troupe Makov only incorporates the most beautiful and dazzling of elements into the dance. Yeah. However, it has come to my attention as of late that have been reached the absolute pinnacle of visible aesthetic beauty. Well, that's... And so, one reason I have come here today is to make it known that some time ago I made it our troop philosophy to seek out new horizons and new challenges, to be true vanguards of our art. And guided by that philosophy, I have discovered a new theme for our dance, a new realm to throw ourselves into, a new modus operandi by which to move and bring light into our audience. Rinse. Though our dance and our art, we hope to bring rinse to everyone in their troubled time. Timith. That is a most intriguing concept, Mr. Makov, and may I say, a theme most befitting a dance troupe. as beautiful and as glamorous as Strup Markov. The majestic drawings of the curtain, the dazzling sign as I... Oh. Yeah, something light. And then the unparalleled beauty and grace of my dancing angels. The flying of fate on Pantheon-driven brown, the hypnotic clicking of heels on the hard-polished wooden fade. I promise to send our audience home with an evening of rapture they will not soon forget. Bravo, bravo. But, Mr. Markov, what is your response then to pundits who claim that the current state of affairs is not particularly conducive to the continuation of extravagant art such as dance? Utter nothing. I don't care if it cometh from Thador Lord himself or any other person for that matter. Don't care if it in front of the royal throne or before the very gate of hell. Strup Markov will continue to dance no matter what the circumstances. Spoken like a true artist. What is this person doing here? Gindolf, come! How do you explain this spectator getting past security? This throw has yet to begin. My apologies, Mr. Markov, sir. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid we are still under... Oh, never mind. I thought it was the Galka that was talking. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid we are still undergoing pre-throw preparations. I have to thank you to leave for the time being, but be sure to come back later with your ticket. Wait a moment there. You even have a ticket? No, I don't. Surely you're joking. What kind of theater attraction do you think Strup Markov for? Tickets to our performance have been sold out for weeks. Even the platinum ticket going for hundreds of thousands of gil sold out in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, without a ticket, you simply cannot get into the show. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to chalk it up to a lack of luck this time. See to it you're good to find her way out, Gindolf. Yes, Vendis, her way out, Gindolf. There was a reason I never liked that guy. Come on, when is the show going to start? I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, and now that it's so close, I can barely contain myself. How much longer will it be? Unfortunately, our rehearsals have run a bit longer than initially expected. The troupe asks that you remain patient for just a bit longer, and offers its sincerest apologies for any inconvenience. Well, this doesn't look promising. I have to get going soon. You scoundrel! Oh shit. Ah! What are you doing here? So this is what was so important you had to leave the shop? What is this? What's going on here? Nothing. It's just some... Well, there's this... What's that you have there? A ticket? Strup Markov? No, I have no idea what that is. I didn't do anything. I admit nothing. I knew you were up to something, acting all shady like you were. And look at you now, skipping work and leaving the shop unattended to come to a place like this. Well, if you don't get back to work, there'll be no dinner tonight, or any other night for that matter. But I like dinner. I guess we get to take his ticket. I'm gonna call him Convenient Spice. Alright, is that the end of the mission? Cool. Scroll down. Zone and East Run Far S from Southern Sandoria for another cutscene. I would have never figured that out. Well, maybe I misread it. Okay, let's check. Missions. Montana. Oh, we're still on the Queen of the Dance. So, probably means something. Probably. Gameplay. Mission. Dance. It could be because deal's going on right now. Because it doesn't look like two pairs of the Griffin yet. Still on Queen of the Dance. Right. So we could stand here and wait for it to be finished, or we could take an active part in it and try and get it done quicker. One more. Oops. We're all stuck. Another. That's probably the one. Blue Macaraka. I think that's what it says. Change it to Lou. Backspace a little bit. Trust. MHAKAR. HAKARACCA. AKARACCA. The name's back on. It'd be easier to see the bad guys. It's Poison Hand. They're not on Monk. New ally tags. taking damage. Alright, guys. This has to be my favorite orc of all time. Stole hate. Time to get it back. He's using 100 fizz. Uh-oh. More like 100 miss. Some more bad guys over there. Yeah, this is definitely faster on Monk. Kill this guy. There's no sound effects whatsoever. A little better. All right. Stab, stab, die. And now we're just mopping up. Hello, Miss Kitty. You catch something? Like 2 more. And that is how we do it. Oh. Now we can continue on with our mission, maybe. Find out. Doing on time. A decent amount of time. Let's check that. Okay. I'm trying to name those this time though. Yes, let me out. Before the game freezes. Oh well. There's got to be something I'm missing. Again. Go back to the end of the dance. Alright. Check the Lion Spring Tavern door for another cut. Oh, Upper Juno and talk to Low. Mayakov ticket. Okay. That was nice. That's
All there is to it.
Might as well get a performance review. I don't think you've done enough to get a rank up, but take a look. I didn't think so. Continue your efforts. Excellent. Oh. Importation, original release, load, tabs. Alright, so now we're going to be looking for a guy called Turlo G7 for Juno. Alright, here. See ya. Go to another home point in the current. For Juno, go by the entrance. I'll get another freeze here in just a sec. Yes. You a fan of the dance as well, then? Don't get me wrong, the dance shows that are put on nowadays are all well and good, but they're nothing compared to the shows of old, back in the days when dance was in its prime. You ever hear of Troupe Makov? They were one of the more popular dance troupes, making the rounds about the time of the Crystal War. They had a young girl amongst them, absolutely beautiful thing, the Moonshade Butterfly they called her. They are still talking in Sandori today about the solo performance she gave in Lion Square. I was lucky enough to get a hold of a ticket for that show. Got all the way to the tavern before my wife managed to track me down and drag me back home. That's one regret that'll stay with me the rest of my days. Even now, I still carry the ticket with me, just as a reminder of how close I once came to seeing perfection on stage. See? Have a look. Gotten quite beaten up over the years, as can be expected. I don't suppose there's much use in hanging on to it anymore, though. I want that. You actually want this old thing? You sure? Fine with me, I guess. It's nothing more than a scrap of paper at this point. You adventurers sure are a weird lot. Well, we got the show ticket. And go back to the show. Travel to another home point. Yeah. Thanks for running a little low on time, at least with the Xbox freezing up for 2 more zones just to get to the same spot. Wait till after freeze lifts. I'm gonna kick and flee. I can do it. Okay, there we go. Just when I was about to give up. They were going into a cutscene. Maybe. Fades to black. Wait a second. I take it. You again? Quite the persistent one, aren't you? Some people never learn, I suppose. Point at you. You brought a ticket with you this time? Let me have a look at it then. What the? Ew. It looks as though it's been through hell and back. Do I even want to know what happened to that ticket? It's filthy. Is the thing even real? To be sure, it bears a seal, a Melusine, our official logo. Everything seems to be in order. I'm sorry, I can't allow it. That you could have come upon a ticket so quickly and in such condition, it must sounds the poofs. I don't even know what he said. We've had enough trouble with people trying to get in with fake tickets already. That was a shiny bastard. Excuse me, please pardon my interruption. Ooh, the Wrigleys of the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk. If it the most profound honor for Troop Markov to be blessed by your Kuzum. We've been eagerly awaiting your arrival, sir. The finest seat in the house has been prepared for your viewing pleasure and comfort. I am most pleased to hear that. Oh, sorry. I am most pleased to hear that. What's this? Is there some trouble? No, sir, not at all. Simply another fan trying to gain entry with a fake ticket. You needn't worry yourself. We have all matters well under control. I even have half a mind to order them all rounded up and thrown into Ronfa for that desert. The feet. I'm afraid I can't stand idly by and let you treat my friend in such a manner. Sir, your friend, sir? That's correct. Isn't that right? So please, some leniency, I beg of you. My profuse apologies, Sir Regulus. I intended no disrespect. Indeed, a friend of our great and noble guest Regulus shall be more than welcome by Troop Markov. Forgive my impertinence. Troop Markov is honored by your patronage. The performance will begin momentarily. Please hurry to your seats. We could go the entire expansion without having to do that voice again. Meanwhile, back in southern Zandoria. Well, that was a close call, wouldn't you say? Artist. The troop leader is by no means a bad fellow, but he certainly can be a stubborn and selfish one. You caught my eye by the door there, adventurer. You have an air of regality about you. You are a knight of the kingdom, yes? Ah, serving under Grand Knight Rungelutz and the Knights of the Iron Realm, are you? I had heard that a recent addition to his ranks was turning out to be an exemplary recruit. No doubt it was you this rumor was in reference to. I needn't tell you, then, of the horrors of this great war. The ranks of the Beastmen Confederate stretch in all directions with no end in sight, which is why it is so essential that we make the most of our time away from duty, forget the troubles and worries that this war has thrust upon us, and to enjoy what little time we have with our friends and loved ones. That is why I spoke up on your behalf at the door. Who am I? Oh well, that's neither here nor there. consider me no more than a fellow soldier. But let us speak now of what brings us here. The critics are touting Troop Mayakov performances as the show to see. I can attest firsthand to the quality of the dancers. Come, come, let's enjoy the evening. I love the anticipation of a good show. Kens. Greetings to all, and heartfelt thank you on behalf of the troop for gracing us with your presence tonight. Without further delay, on to the evening's presentation. Come now, and behold a fair dance. Be moved to dream in deep waking trance. Pauper, sage, even the nobleman knows, all are welcomed with warmth by Troop Mayakov. Old hag, young beauty, even the sweet child knows, all are embraced with love by Troop Mayakov. Sever ties, fettered fool, and make merry this night. Come now, honored guests, and forget all this night. Yeah, that's what it says. For the dark, still young, swallowed the sun, what once shone, and the time to reveal in this night, and now alone. Let the show begin. What do you think of Troop Mayakov? Simply amazing, aren't they? It's easy to see how they come to be known as the pixies of the battlefield. I've never seen such graces and beauty of movement, and so seemingly effortless. Which dancer are you finding to be the most entertaining? And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you have all been waiting for, a solo performance by the star of Troop Mayakov, the Moonshade Butterfly, Lisette. Caught your attention, has she? That's Lisette. They say she's a real mystery, that one. Not too much is known about her. She only just recently joined the troop, but apparently she was able to pass their stringent screening on the first go. No easy feat. That Troop Mayakov is notoriously strict in their recruiting practices. An absolute natural. See how she captivates the audience the instant she sets foot on the stage? Such a gifted child. And nobody knows how or why she doesn't speak about her age, where she's been, where she's from. All anyone knows is that her father is an Elvon and her mother a Hume. Other than that, it's a complete mystery. No doubt that aura of mystery has helped to propel her to such stardom so quickly. If there's one thing people love, it's the effect of the exotic. We love the unknown. And so the fluttering of the butterfly's flight draws to a close. Did you find yourself seeing the night winds with her, guided by the light of the moon? And how will your experience this evening change you, ladies and gentlemen? Was a seed of a dream planted tonight that will bloom or simply fade away? Into confetti. Yay for trumpets. And the cutscene goes on. Rajalis, there you are, sir. We've been searching all over for you. The order is most distressed, sir. For the commanding officer of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk to be wandering about in the open is most uncouth. You would rather remain in my quarters, the overprotected maiden in her tower? Yes. But it is regulation, sir. Surely this is no laughing matter. Yes, yes, very well. Only just. I gave our hawks quite the scare, did I? Yes, sir. All of our knights have assembled on the parade grounds awaiting some news. And I shall go and set their minds at ease at once. By your leave, Mr. Markov. On behalf of my entire troop, their good night to you. Sir, good night to you. But isn't Kate Sith? What is that? If you'll excuse me, I have some minor business I must see to. I'm sure that our paths will cross again. Oh, we are on the same side after all. Farewell for now. And that should... No, it's not over yet. Doesn't look like the parade grounds. How fare things in Laval? Sure, according to intelligence reports from the latest courier, ranks are currently regrouping at that location. The Knights of the Matter Falcon report to be rebuilding the defenses and barricading strategic points. The resistance, however, continues in waves. A considerable portion of the local populace has already been abducted by the Beastmen, sir. We haven't a moment to lose. The time to act is at hand. Agreed. The position cannot be lost. Deploy immediately. Sir, there is another problem to consider. What is it? Sir, we too are preoccupied here at the capital with the rebuilding of the fortifications and rallying of the troops. In anticipation of your orders, we attempted to garner something its capabilities to reinforce the location, sir. You needn't worry yourself about that. I had considered our lack of manpower and took the liberty of scouting a formidable ally to our cause. A formidable ally, sir? I went out. I heard the kingdom was low on infantry, but I hadn't imagined the situation was this dire. Ah, there you are, Mr. Markov. Your assistance is most welcome. What you see is quite remarkable in its own right, considering the blow which we suffered at the Battle of Lathine. The Rajalis, if I may inquire as to who our guest is. Of course, this is the leader of the prestigious troop Markov. He has agreed to lend us the strength of his dancers in our desperate hour. Troop Markov, the dancers, sir. Don't be mistaken, knight. The dancers may hide themselves away in obscurity in these traveling troops. They shall play a key role on the battlefields in our opposition to this damnable Beastman Confederate. But surely, the majority of Troop Markov members are orphaned who are brought up at the convent in Laval. Believe me when I tell you that none are more disheartened than we by their current state of affairs there. We may not be the imposing fighting force that you were hoping for, but we will do everything in our power to protect our homeland. Portia. The lovely lady you see before you is not only one of our more talented performers, but also our most accomplished battle dancer. No doubt Portia here will prove an invaluable addition to your cause. Are you sure you're up to the task, my lady? By your will, my lord. Should it please you, Sir Regilis, I would willingly follow you to the very ends of Vanadil. What about the other one? The cute one, Lisette, I think her name was. Can she come along as well? Bah! Lisette is still but a mere child. Only recently hath He joined our troop, and I have no intention of endangering her life. Alright. It is settled then. We depart at once. Knights, bid farewell to your ladies. Farewell, sir. Do not be so easily shaken, boys. It is only a figure of speech. Tell them not, but you love them, and shall hold them in your arms again before many nights pass. Dismissed. Yeah. Cutscene finally comes to an end. There we go. Maybe. I got flee up. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to call it quits for tonight. It's after midnight and I'm kinda hungry. So tomorrow night we'll continue on with more Wings of the Goddess missions and Young Griffin quest. It's gonna take a little while to get through it all, but we will get through it all. And we'll probably do a little bit more of leveling on our scholar, because we need to get that to 75 too. So until tomorrow.